Hello, my name is Adam Haba, and today I will be presenting for Busy 100 Management Information Systems. I will be presenting on binary, what binary is, how it works, and what it is used for. So binary essentially is a numerical alphabet that is created for the reading and interpretation of machines and computers so that they can interpret our own data without having to actually understand our own system. So binary falls under two things: ones and zeros. Binaries is formatted into two numbers, a breakdown of 1, 0, which also is a breakdown of the letters or the words on and off. It can be black and white, it could be smoke or fog. It just has to be under two basic numbers that create an entire letter alphabet for the entire system. So 1 in this case would be representing on, and 0 would be representing off. Binary is an alphabet that can be interpreted and read by humans and translated by humans, but not all of it can be actually interpreted by us. So that is where machines would come into place. Binary is a code breakdown that machines would use to communicate with each other and to communicate with, for example, if I were to plug in a binary code into a machine, it could read off onto the monitor exactly what I'm writing. So if I were to write, for example, if I were to plug this code in binary into my computer, it would read off, it would go into the processor, it would go in through the system, that would be the input, and then it would come out onto my monitor, which would be my output stage. But it would also process in between. And this would output hello onto my screen. This would be the binary for hello. And as you can see, it is written in a bunch of zeros and ones. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, and so on. And so binary is essentially used by computers to communicate with humans and to communicate with other computers. And it is the basis for how computer and code and software and monitors and every process that goes onto your computer actually ends up working. It falls under binary. Binary data also is it can be used for calculations. So calculating, binary can fall into groups of two. So if you were to have 128, for example, 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1 is the basic way to teach calculations by binary. If I were, for example, to have, 128, 0 64s, 132, 0 16s, 1 8, 1 4, 0 2s, and 1 1. This would come out to be 1 times 128, 1 times 128, plus 0 times 64, plus 1 times 32, plus 0 times 16, plus 1 times 8, plus 1 times 4, plus 0 times 2, plus 1 by 1. And now the reason that we, as humans, don't actually use that system is because it would take us some time to actually calculate this. We would have to write it down on a paper, or we would use a calculator, which is just a miniature form of a computer. But for a machine, if we were to plug in 1 for 128 and so on, the computer would automatically read it, interpret it, and it would solve it for us, and it would place it onto our monitor, and it answered the reason for us. So binary is essentially the backbone of data in a computer. Thank you.